Good afternoon and welcome back to Jackson's Jargon. I'm your host, Jackson Hilliard, and with me today is a young woman and professional college student who was adopted from the country of Ukraine when she was just 2 years old. So with that, I'd like to give a warm welcome to Miss Analisa Parr. Thank you for being here, Analisa. So what made your adopted parents decide to adopt you from Ukraine, or to adopt in general?
So my parents actually had an exchange student from Ukraine about 21 years ago, and her name is Victoria, and they absolutely loved her, and that's kind of why they decided to adopt me from Ukraine. Also because adoptions in the US kind of get hard. It's a lot harder, so adopting a child from another country seemed like the right decision. And when they actually went over to Ukraine to adopt me, Vika went with them and was their translator the whole time, helping them get me.
So do you have a relationship with Vika?
Yes, I actually do. She moved to the US with her family about 5 years ago. She and her family have a borscht company, which is Ukrainian soup. I'm from Dallas, so they have it at the Dallas Farmers Market. They live about 5 minutes away from us. They use my parents' commercial kitchen on Fridays to make their borscht and sell it at the farmers market, and we spend weekends with them. We always go see them. They come over for dinners a lot. So it's definitely been awesome having them here and kind of getting to know that part of myself.
Speaking of that part of yourself, how has being from Ukraine affected you as a person?
Well, I think it's kind of had an identity crisis a couple times, because you see like families and your friends and they all have people that look like them, and growing up I never had anybody that looked like me. So being from Ukraine, I kind of always wondered if I look like the people there, if I look like anybody, and especially now being from Ukraine and what's going on in the world, it definitely impacts me and my family, of course, because it's so heartbreaking to see. And makes me very grateful and blessed that I have the life that I have when so many other people are going through such hardship right now. It kind of really puts into perspective.
So what's your take on what's been happening over the past month?
I think it's absolutely horrendous, and I long for the people of Ukraine. My heart aches for them. It's not okay. Ukraine is a sovereign country, and what Putin is doing is absolutely unacceptable, raging war on them for lots of numerous things. Whenever me and my parents talk about it, we all have teary eyes. So it's just a really hard subject right now. And again, any way we can help, we're trying, definitely. So
What are some of those ways that you think you could help?
So for right now, like I mentioned, Vika has a borscht company, and my parents did a pop-up for her, and all of the proceeds went for donations for their children who are still in Ukraine. And that money was used to get them on trains to Hungary and hotels, that they could be safe through all of the rummage of the war going on. So we were able to donate all that money to them.
That's awesome. Okay, well, we're about out of time, Analisa, but I had one more question. If you had one message for the people of Ukraine during these trying times, what would it be?
To stay strong in your history, and to stay strong in your country, and to not be bullied by Putin, and to just stay headstrong, honestly. Just fight through it and try to get by however you can.
Well, thank you very much, Analisa Parr, and thank you for watching Jackson's Jargon. I'm Jackson Hilliard, and we'll see you tomorrow.